Hi, my name is Juliana Omakeke. You can call me Juju. I'm a singer, songwriter, and content creator. I post YouTube videos that are about self-development and encouraging people to be their authentic selves. So today I'm going to be talking about 7 core beliefs that I've started to live by and implement in my life. And these beliefs have helped me cultivate more self-worth and helped me become more confident in who I am and just have made me feel so much better about myself. You can use these beliefs as daily affirmations if you align with them or you really resonate with what I'm saying. But basically, these are basically affirmations or core beliefs that I have started implementing recently in my life, and I think they're super helpful. Don't mind me if I look down. I'm looking at my computer at my notes, so let's get into it. Number 1, I do not have to struggle in order to receive. This one is so important. For the longest time, I used to think that in order to get something good, I had to work like a dog, or I had to really struggle, or I had to put so much effort into it. And in all reality, you don't have to struggle to receive. Think about a little baby. A little baby should not have to work hard to be fed. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need to be taken care of, and you don't have to beg for every single thing, especially the necessities like food, water, anything that you need to just have a regulated nervous system. You shouldn't have to struggle or work super hard for your basic necessities. So just like saying that to myself every day and reminding myself that I don't have to struggle so hard to receive. Like I can just relax and things can come to me. I don't have to work myself to the bone or overwork myself or stress myself out or suffer or feel bad in some type of way in order to receive something good. In fact, those two things don't go together. Suffering and receiving good things don't correlate. If you're suffering, you're like, that's not gonna attract something good. It's gonna attract more suffering. You know what I mean? So just having that in your head, you do not have to struggle or suffer in order to receive. That's number 1. Number 2, I am worthy of amazing things. So this one is really important because if you don't believe that you're worthy of something good, you're not going to get it. Like you have to believe that you yourself alone are worthy of great things, because if you kind of think that, oh, I'm just a terrible person or I'm useless, there's nothing I can really do, then you're not going to attract good things. You're going to attract things that line up with how you feel about yourself. So for the longest time, I was insecure and stuff like that, and my self-talk would be very, very negative. But I've started to rewrite that story in my head, and I've started to say, I'm worthy of good things. If something good happens to me, that's awesome, because that makes sense. Like amazing things happening to me makes sense. Like those things go together. There's nothing wrong with that. That makes sense because I'm worthy of amazing things. So that's number 2. Number 3, I do not have to earn happiness. I can receive it just by being me without any conscious effort. This kind of correlates with the first one, but a lot of times there's this mindset and this ideology that you have to earn any positive feeling. And sometimes you can't work your whole life, and you can't consciously be putting in the effort to work for every single good thing in your life. That's just too much work on your end. Sometimes like good things like happiness, positivity, you can just have it. Like you can just allow yourself to have that. You don't have to earn happiness. You don't have to earn a positive mindset. You don't have to like work hard or prove yourself worthy of a certain thing. Just allow yourself to have it. Like sometimes it's as simple as saying, you know what, I'm gonna try to be happy today, or I'm gonna try to think positively today because I feel like it and I wanna feel good. And I don't care if I didn't do this, that, and the third. I don't care if I didn't finish this job. I don't care if I didn't quote unquote earn that. I'm gonna do it anyway just because I wanna do it. And kind of thinking of it, letting go of the idea that you have to earn anything good in your life that was so helpful for me, because you don't have to earn every single thing good in your life. Just back to the analogy of a little baby, you're not going to tell a little kid that they have to earn every single thing that you give them. You just give them things to make them happy. Like you just take your kid to the zoo. You just spoil children. You just spoil babies. You give them things that would make them laugh and happy, because you just know that innately they're worth it. They deserve the happiness. They can be happy. They can smile. And that doesn't go away as you get older. So I don't understand how like we as people think that as we get older, we can't just have happiness or we can't just have good things and we have to earn it and work so hard for it. When we were little kids, like it was kind of understood that we could just have nice things. Number 4, there is no price limit on my soul. I am priceless. There is not a price attached to my worth. So, how I made this make sense in my head, I used to have a negative connotation towards money. So, I would feel like having a lot of money would mean you're unethical or you did something bad or you have to do something super, super amazing to deserve having such a huge amount of money. And the problem with that is money is neutral. It's not good or bad. What you bring to the money is what it is going to be for your life. So I had to get rid of like my negative connotations towards money and just allow it to do what I wanted it to do for me in particular. So if somebody gives me a nice gift or they give me a lot of money, I don't feel bad about it because and I know that like, well, I'm worth that money, You can't put a price on my life. You can't put a price on my soul. So if somebody gives me money or an expensive gift, that's awesome. If they wanted to do that, if they could afford that, that's great because it's not like this gift it's not like this gift is worth more than my life or worth more than me. So that's great if I get a gift and that's great if I get money because I know no matter how much money I have, like no amount of money could be worth as much as I am as an individual. So just thinking about it like that allowed me to feel at ease and feel good about earning money and feel good about receiving more and not feeling guilty or bad about having too much or, having those negative feelings towards like money and stuff like that in abundance. Because all in all, guys, like our lives are more important than any amount of money. Like at the end of the day, I just hit my T, my bad. But our lives are more important than $1 million. Our lives are more important than $1 billion. At the end of the day, we're worth more than any amount of money. So just thinking of it in that light will allow you to be okay with receiving a lot of money and not thinking that you're a bad person for having money. Because at the end of the day, like I feel like everyone should have a lot of money. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be somebody going without. Everyone should be getting money because we're all worth it. So just thinking in that mind frame has really helped me. Number 5, I was not put on this earth to go without. So this kind of ties in with all the other ones that I've been saying, but basically just thinking that you were not born to go without or to suffer. Even if you have hardships or if you have times where you struggle, that's not the end of your story. That's just the journey. Ultimately, you're going to make it through that and there's going to be a silver lining, or you're going to be able to look back and come from a place of a higher standpoint and look back at your old self and be proud of how far you've come, because you're not meant to stop in your struggle. You're not meant to just live your whole life in scarcity or in lack or without, because you're not put on this earth to go without. You're put on this earth to contribute and to give and to even, share what you have and to get more yourself. So you're on this earth for a good reason. And thinking in that mindset is so helpful, and that really helped me. So you're not here to go without. You were not born to go without. Okay, number 6, I am always enough. I never lack. So you're always enough. You never lack. This one is so important. I've struggled with scarcity mindset and anxiety and thinking about everything that I don't have and fixating on that. And it's a slippery slope and it's so hard to get out of that mind frame. But even when you find yourself just kind of going over all the things you have to do or all the things you're worried about, you can remind yourself, well, I'm always enough. This problem that I'm facing right now, it will be resolved because I'm always enough and I never lack. I will never lack. Even if there's something that I have to do to get myself to a certain position, who I am as a person will be enough to get me there. Like I don't need to get anything outside of myself in order to be whole. You're already whole. So thinking in that mind frame that I am enough, I will never lack, I am always enough, I am whole, is so helpful and will allow you to kind of get through the hard times and kind of have a baseline to go back to when you're struggling. Okay, and the last one, this is so important. My significance is not tied to my youth. This is so important, especially for ladies. For me, I struggle with this super hard because I used to think being a singer, I had to make it super young, or I had to get a bunch of fame or a bunch of followers or a bunch of listeners by the age of 21 or no later than 25, or else, oh, I wouldn't be able to be successful. But that is such a limiting mind frame, because when I think about it, my impact, my significance, everything that I have to contribute with my art and everything that I have to say does not have an age limit. So with that being said, I'm not going to just stop singing at the age of 25. I'm not going to just stop writing songs. I'm not going to stop being an artist at a certain age. So why should I put a limit on my success or on my impact? It doesn't make sense. Your worth and your significance does not tie to your youth. It doesn't matter how young you are. In fact, like, as you get older, you gain more knowledge and you actually get smarter and you actually can give more and you're actually better. So I think of myself as someone that will just only get better. So as I get older, I'm only going to have more to share, and my art, my music is going to get better. My songs are going to have more impact. Everything is going to be timeless. I don't have an age limit or a cutoff of when I will be important. I will always be important. The age doesn't matter. My youth doesn't matter. Like, it's awesome and amazing while I'm young to do awesome things, but I'm not going to stop doing amazing things as I age. I'm only going to continue to do more and get more and just get better as I get older. So that is so helpful, especially in the society where like youth and being super young is valued over everything. And I feel like a lot of people can get trapped in that. And then as they get older, they feel worthless because they put so much significance on their youth. And that's not anybody's fault. That's society, and that's the media, and that's Hollywood putting all of this terrible ideologies in our brains. And we think that we have to live up to what everybody is telling us and what social media is telling us, when it's not the truth. So that one is so important, especially for women and anyone that wants to work in the entertainment industry. Your significance is not tied to your youth. It's not tied to your age. You don't have to be 25 forever. Please, please get that out of your mind. So those are the 7 core beliefs that I've started to implement in my life. And those beliefs have helped me cultivate an amazing self-worth. And I'm so much more confident now that I'm thinking that way instead of how I was thinking in the past. If you resonated with any of these, you can say these to yourself every day as affirmations and start to think in the same mind frame if you can pick up what I'm putting down and if you could really relate to what I'm saying. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If there's nothing else, you have a great rest of your day, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye.